We marching to Zion. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. We marching upward to Zion. The beautiful city of God. The beautiful city of God. Let's pray. Thank you, Lord, for being with us this hour, this minute. Bless us all together in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Wagwan, how are you? Habari zenu? Are you there? Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for finding time to come and watch my videos. Welcome and welcome once again. So, my new viewers, my subscribers, everybody on board, feel welcome to Pamela's World channel. So, we are back. Here is coming back to back. We have videos back to back. So, today I just want to talk about the comment. I remember Mr. Cecil when he was leaving, because we want to dwell on that, because I also want to know from you. Let me know from you, because here we are just here to interact. Because the video today, I just want us to interact, because the thing which I'm going to talk about needs interaction, not only my input. So this video, I want us to talk about Mr. Cecil. Remember, there's a video, that video where he was leaving and we thought he was chased away from Mura. And he after leaving, and we really talked about these things. It is the whole of this week has been that issue of Mr. Cecil being chased, Cecil talking to Gintu, up and downs which he's got, and he's trying to maybe play his cool. So we've been coming here talking about it. Not one, not twice. We've been here on this road. Now, today is another day. We are back on it. So today we are just going to check the text message or the comments which were made there. Just one. This comment, my Nairobi teacher talked about it, and he made a video out of it, how the pinned comment which was put there. After watching Mr. Nairobi teacher's video, I went and watched after watching, but I had not read that comment from Mr. Cecil, so I went and got it there. But luckily enough, I didn't screenshot it, because such a thing, you don't need to leave it there, because the moment you leave it there, you won't get it. So I wanted to react upon it today. Reason for me to react upon it today, because after Nairobi teacher talked about it, anyway, we got it and we had it. I went and read it and I thought it is over. And that were the things which he had felt, because for him to pin it there, for him to pin it there, it meant a lot for him. All those were the things which he was thinking, or those were the things which were in his mind, but he could not relieve them because of fear, or maybe not wanting to offend Mura direct, but indirect he did, because pinning a comment means you agree with that comment, and it is the best of all the comments there, because why it? So the reason why I'm talking about it, because I'll put the comment, I will put that clip of Nairobi teacher, because the one which I had, I didn't screenshot. After that, I will give you the reason why I'm talking about it today. Because after that, today I wanted to check it again, because it really came to my mind, why did this man had to pin this? And after that, when I went to look at it, I went to that same video to check that comment. I didn't get it. The only one which I got the apology. So that apology is what we are going to talk about. Why would he apologize? Because he's saying that he didn't mean that. He's not familiar with this pinning thing. He was sorry. Or he is sorry. So I wanted to say, we are going to talk about that. Because for someone to pin a comment, it doesn't just go automatic. It is not by default. It can never be by default. You know, there are things which they can go there by default, but pinning does not go by default. It even asks you, do you want to pin this, or do you want to change it? Then you say yes. We are going to see that that is the reason why I'm here with this video. So I will put Nairobi teacher's clip, and then I'm going to read you exactly what is there now as we speak in that same video. And then we are going to see Mogesi is coming out here saying Condad that attacked him. And we are going to see why is it this roller coaster. Can't it have an end? Because as an elder person, someone who calls himself a Christian, you shouldn't dwell yourself or mix yourself in the things which maybe does not concern you. So we are going to check that. Otherwise, I hope you're fine. And my people, I'm a bit frustrated. Let me just tell you, I'm a bit frustrated with my channel because I was monetized in September just for 1 month. Then when it came the end of, because I was monetized on 2nd of December, no, September. And then when it reached 28th of September, they removed the ads. I was reduced, taken backwards. And then I was given 32 days to wait when for the AdSense to be fixed. Yesterday, then it ended yesterday. So yesterday, when I started to put again, it is still giving me a lot of. So I've been frustrated. I get frustrated because all the videos which I'm doing with the energy I'm putting, it is not a paid video. So and all the super chats are also not working. You see. So I get frustrated, but I just leave everything into God. So anybody who can support the channel can support through PayPal, pamelanyaroni@gmail.com. So that is where you can support me. Otherwise, payment not yet, AdSense not yet done now, because now they are taking me back. It is derailing me and really makes me feel like, ah, is it worth it? But I will just continue. Otherwise, that is that. So let's just pray for me so the AdSense can be okay, because I feel like, am I giving up? Huh? Because each day you wake up with, sometimes I sleep very late, and then you do videos. I don't get anything out of it. You are monetized, and then they remove the ad. You can understand me. So, like yesterday, I was very down. You remember the video where I told you I was tired? I was tired because I was working on that the whole day, and then it was in process. Then later on, it came no. Uh, Try again, what? So it is derailing me. Otherwise, anyway, we are not a giving up team. We are going to work on it still. So I know sooner or it will work. Eventually, it will work. That one I know. But as a human being, you feel it. So I feel like, why, what is happening? But that is that. But in case you want to help the channel, I have that PayPal. You can help me through the PayPal, because my plan was to go buy the glasses because I'm straining. No, this my left eye. I've been having a problem with it for like 3 operations have been done, because since I was a child, 7 year old, I was wearing glasses. So wearing glasses for so many years brought a lot of maybe problems. So it is an operation after operation. So I was planning, maybe if I get paid, I was to go and buy glasses now, because the business is not doing well. Economy is down. So uh, that is that. I'm not that strong enough, because my eyes are not giving me. You can see how it is now, and because of seeing the working on computer, working on phone all the time, it's also the lights are too much. So that is all. Otherwise, I know soon I will be okay and I will have it. So that is that. So I want us to check this video of um, Nairobi teacher, and then we start it from there, because that is where I'm getting this content. Then I will take you to do the newest, which I will just read you the message now, how he's talking now, Trench Town boy, and what the change of mind, because this is something you can never change. It can never change, because this is what he felt. And now, after seeing us reacting or other reactors talking about that, then he realized, what, I made a mistake. I thought it was just so let's see Nairobi teacher what he's trying to say, then we take it from there.
Mr. Cecil has finally spoken. He might not have spoken directly, but he has spoken through a proxy. You know that moment when you decide, okay, I'm not going to say a word, but I'm going to pass this information so that people can know what is actually happening? That is what Mr. Cecil has done. For example, right now, I want you guys to know information about something. So what will I do? I will just take Tina Yabro's message and do this. Guys, if I put that message there and I leave it there and I make sure that everybody gets that message, that means I want to pass information, guys, to you. Now, guys, Mr. Cecil has pinned a comment which confirms that everything is not okay between him Marwa'S and all the Marwa'S and anything to do with Marwa. And that's why he left the villa. Though we are aware he said he has not been chased away. Of course, he said that, which is true. He wasn't chased away. Okay, what he did, he left after people, after Marwa, not after people, after Marwa was angry with Gake and Kibe and told Gake and Kibe actually told Gake and Kibe to vacate the villa because they hosted who? They hosted Kintu. So Mr. Cecil felt uncomfortable and decided to leave. Now, let's get this information directly from Mr. Cecil. Loud Darlington, I see you. Welcome. Trenchtown boy, got you. Mr. Cecil has called a lot of names to Marwa's family. I'm telling you guys. It's only the wise people who see ahead. Okay? Eva Miller, I see you. Welcome. Now, guys, on that video that Mr. Cecil posted about him leaving the villa abruptly, and he said, I haven't been chased away. There is a comment there. I want to read this comment to you guys. The comment reads, he reads, Mr. Cecil, this person is called Shaya Atta, okay? Mr. Cecil, know that you are a man of God with integrity. About integrity, no, I cannot guarantee about integrity, okay? From the beginning of watching your own videos, I can see the greed into Condad's mom, face, and also you already know that Gintu has problems with Marwa. I know you tried to bring peace, but Marwa doesn't see it like that. What a shame. Mr. Cecil, you shouldn't leave all this behind. You should have called someone to help. You bring it out and call all the villagers. Please, Mr. Cecil, I don't feel bad. You are a man of good intentions and a good heart. Believe me, in you, he's going to get his payback. Now, who is going to get payback? Marwa. Okay? I am from GA. I guess GA is probably Gambia or the Gambia. The same thing is going to happen to Jamaican uncle. Marwa is all about ripping people off, including his family members. They are a bunch of hypocrites, idiots, criminals, thieves, crooks. I pray that God send you home safe and sound. Please, if you read my message, please let me know if you made it safe home. And Mr. Cecil pinned that comment on his channel.
Yes, that was the message. I read it myself. So I don't know why there's some feeling which told me, go and reread that. That was today morning. So when I went there to check, because after seeing this message, I also felt like, okay, for someone to pin, to those people who are YouTubers, those people, I know you know a lot of maybe issue to do with pinning, because when you pin something, leave alone pinning it in the maybe in the YouTube or comment section, even in the office, we have this pinning. Pinning. Let me show you. Yeah, like I said, I want you to see this when you are in the office, wherever you are working, or maybe in your businesses, when you are doing. If you want a message, and or when you are leaving out and you want the message to be read with the person who will be there. Maybe you are someone who has a secretary, you have an assistant, and you are leaving when the assistant or whoever is not there. If you want to put the message or leave the message, you write them in a paper like this. A paper like this, and then you pin it, because it has a glue. You pin it where he or she will see it, because that is show that you passed the message. So there will be no way he will say or she will say, I never saw it, because you pinned it and you leave it in that person's desk, whoever you are leaving that pin to. So this is it. So exactly like what Mr. Cecil did, pinning it there on that video. for everyone, because that he was passing the message exactly like Mr. Nairobi teacher has explained it. So this is mine explaining now. So I gave you an example. You want someone to see whatever you are saying, you write your message there and then you pin it. Maybe you pin it there on top of their desk there. And this is exactly what Mr. Cecil did. He pinned the message because that he was passing the message to people. This is how I feel. Exactly like this person, how he has read it or how he has put it. This is how I feel. It's like this person read my mind. So that is why he pinned it there. And pinning does not mean that there were no other messages, because if you go to that video, there were so many comments in that video. So for him to select, because this was a selection, this was the best, or this was carrying the weight of all the comments which were made on that day, and he took it and pinned it. Eh? So we agreed on that. These were the things which were in his mind, but he could not relay them because of the fear, or maybe because of maybe he doesn't want to interfere with the Marwa'S, whatever. But he put it there to let people know, or whoever is going to watch that video, to see this is exactly how I feel. And then later on, what happened? So what happened after that? Because he removed that comment and then replaced it with another one. So this is what I want to read to you, because this one is replaced. It is up there. Let me read you what he has written down there. Then now we are going to talk. So now I want you to listen to what now is he has replaced with that comment, because he replaced it with this now, because that one he just pinned. He was not the one who wrote that. One of the followers wrote that, because those are their team members and not the reactors. No, their team members are the ones who are commenting there. So watch and listen to what he's saying now. Now the replacement which he has put now, he's saying, "My apologies for the accidentally pinned negative comment that was here before. Still new in this. Thank you." Can I read it once more? He's saying, "My apologies for the accidentally pinned negative comment that was here before. Still new in this. Thank you." So he's trying to tell people that comment was pinned there accidentally. So he's apologizing to the people who this might have offended, because he's now saying he's still new in this. So this is now where I want us to talk. Before I go there, let me read now, because there are some people, that team, you have to go with their team so that they can give you a backup. So there's one backup here. One is saying now, after him writing that, said, "We knew it, Papa, but the vampires were all hypocrites up already," because now they are talking about the reactors now. Then he replied, now the Trench Town boy replied and said, "Don't know who or why a previous comment was pinned. I don't even know how to apply such a feature. Something to make you think." That may be like another one is saying, "You don't deserve this, Papa, but thank you for clarification. We love you." You see, the reason why I brought this one up, because this pin was there. It took like 2 days there. Then he removed it. And now his apologies, he's saying he's apologizing for the accidentally pinned negative comment there. Because in their comment, there should be no negative comments. And then he said, "Don't know who or why a previous comment was pinned. I don't even know how to apply such features." We know you don't know how to apply such features, but you can read, because you are in a learning process. And who is teaching you all this? All these people who surround you, whoever, your cameraman is Gake, and your PA is Kibe. Why not Kibe? No one else. Those two, you go together with them, and these are Marwa people. No one from outside can touch your computer. No one. So these two plus you are three. So when this thing was pinned, when this comment was pinned, these people, they had to make you read the comments. Then you select the one you want them to pin for you. This is what I see here. Because if you don't know how to apply the futures, but these are the futures which they were teaching you how to go about. Who are teaching you? Gagake, and why not Kibe? And who pinned them? If it is not you, it is Kibe and Gake. So Kibe and Gake pinned you, and before they remove, because when for you to pin, it has to ask you a question. Do you want to replace this with the other one if maybe you had pinned another? It does not go there by default. It is not a default thing. You have to agree with it to be there. You have to agree with it and say yes for it to be there. Didn't you not read that pin? Didn't you not read that pinned comment? Because if you pin it, you'll see it. Did you not go around when you are reading your comment? Didn't you not come across that pinned comment? Because assume now it was accidentally pinned there. And when you are going through, because you are saying you tell us you reply all the text messages. How about this one? Did you not reply this? Because I remember it's only that I didn't screenshot it. I remember he said there, thank you, something like that, because he read it and he replied that person. And now, only now, to come and say it was accidentally there. It can never be accidentally there because it is not by default. And the people who surround you like Kibe and Gake, they pinned it, if you are saying, and pinned it to whose channel or whose video, your video. So this one you cannot escape. And I think this is why these people, they like robots. If you should stand by what you love or what you mean, don't be someone who is like this, like that. And I think this is the reason why Mura Sensor takes these people for a ride, because they fear him like a plague. Eh? They fear Mura's supporters like a plague. Look at what these others are saying. We knew it was not you, Papa. So whose channel was it? So if it is not Papa, then it is Gake. If it is not Gake, it is Kibe. But this pinned comment was not in Kibe's channel. Even if you say it was Kibe, it will not apply to Kibe. Even if you say it is Gake, it will not apply to Gake. Okay, you don't know the features, but you know how to read. You can read and say, this one which you pinned here, I don't think I like this comment, delete it. There's an option of deletion. You never deleted that. You left it there. Among all the comments, this is the one which you picked. And then you come here and you say accidentally. And in this one, in comments, pinning comments, it is not accidental. You can never be. It can never be. This one is something it asks you. You know, where you are asked, do you want to move forward with this? You say yes. If you don't, it could not have been pinned there. But the person who pinned it there is just you. And this person talked about your thing, saw it in you, and talk exactly what you thought. It's only that because you've been caught now. The things which were said there, even Mura Senso maybe called you again, because I understand he called you when you talked to Gitu. I think he called you again. Hey, what is this? This is how you call my people? Because this was removed after watching, I think, Nairobi Teacher's video, because it's the one who highlighted this first. I think after watching Nairobi Teacher's video, he saw this and he went back to apologize, because he knew this thing was carrying weight. Before, maybe he thought it was just, but he knew exactly that because of its weight, that's why he pinned it. So now he's there, zigzag. He comes here and say, oh, I'm sorry, accidentally. No accident, no accident there. It was done intentionally, and it was something which he had in mind. It's only that he could not write it himself, but someone did a favor for him. So even if you apologize, damage has been caused, and we know exactly how you feel, how you felt, and what went wrong. So that is that. And now I want us to go check Mogesi, because Mogesi is coming out and saying, congrats, dad attacked him. They met him on the road. Let's see, with Getangita, that young boy, the Ernesto's brother. Let's hear what he's saying, then move ahead.
That's this way, and this is the beginning. Today, me, I'm just wearing the black. Do you know the black means what? No. Have you ever seen people going to the burial funerals when wearing black? So
of the segments that did Aku purchase the plot, the grab land? Yeah. They have been already attacked already? Exactly. Even I was told that the children and the families out, they are just threatening at the fence because at a given moment when the contact went there, he's beating at the wall. They were just vanish with an immediate effect. Imagine. And also we have a few backups because of talk about KK driver. Because tomorrow gonna be aligned to the court again. Yeah. Make sure that the charges are read. Yeah. And have much of the story to tell you because much of the things are coming right now and right this segment. So that is the updates to grab a seat. And it's gonna be flowing to you live. Enjoy right now. Kufa dereva makanga. Leo kifo cha mende. Kufa dereva makanga. Leo ni kifo cha mende. The breaking news of today. You have it? Condad attacked me. Tell us the story. Where were you coming from? My friend, I was coming from the market where I was from purchasing the milk. Well, me and Ernesto brother, I think he's at the back of the car. Backwards here. Yeah. You gonna be telling us the story, man? Yeah. How are you? I'm fine. Fine. Very short. Short and precise. No, I'm just clear. Fantastic. Tell the people what's happened. Because at a given moment, even I have the clips where I managed to record Condad voice. Yeah, so guys, I'm goes by name. I'm getting it a lot to 10,000 subscribers. My YouTube channel, I am getting it a lot to 10,000 subscribers. So today we were very early in the morning, wake up and we are I'm neighbor to I am Mogesi, so we wake up and we just went to supply our man with some milk. So went there and while we were coming back home, we find Condad and it's I am Mogesi, greet him, and I was the backward. I was backward. So you were backward. Yeah. So he didn't greet. I am Mogesi replied the greet, but he greet me. So but he didn't greet you, my friend. He said, Chacha. Huyu mtu akusalimiani na yeye. Huyu mtu na yeye ni maadui kabisa. Ujua hata hii nywele ametengeneza ni kenge. Ni kenge ndiye ametengeneza hiyo nywele. Ujua hata kinyasa yenye amefaa ni kenge. He was uprooting the grass and he thrown me the grass. And at a given moment I turned to him, I said that my friend, I can hit you like a chill drum. But due to unconditional circumstance where we have some respect because they are an old man. Yeah. So if an old man doesn't have respect with the young people, yeah. The only thing is we leave him with God and God will deal with him perpendicularly. God deal with him perpendicularly for you. Tell them what he was saying. So he was like arguing about all the things that Mogesi have is for for him. Yeah, for the like everything he say about the hair, the dreads, about clothes, about everything. So I was like, what? Hey. I came from school, so I saw everything is booming. Yeah. In the channels and in the.
So you heard that? Aneso brother, this is Gitangita. Gitangita, I think the name Gitangita. He also a YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. And I think they are cousins with Mogesi because you see that they resemble. So as they are narrating, they were going to the market to buy some milk or take some milk to their mothers, something of the sort. Then they met Conrad's dad with a machete. Always he works with a machete. So now, Mogesi greeted Conrad's dad, but he never liked that greeting. He didn't reply, only to tell Gitangita, oh, me and this Mogesi, we don't greet one another, we don't get along. Even the things which he's wearing, look, from the dread, this is Mura Senzo who did the clothes, all these are mine, because now, you see, because Mogesi worked for Mura and Mogesi left, and now because he's a YouTuber, so now whatever he owns is theirs. You see, that is how these people take people. So when they do something to you, they will always bring themselves or count like maybe I made them do this, I made them be like this, exactly like the son, how the way the son behaves says so, exactly from the father, because I don't see why Congress dad should mix himself in this issue which is going on in Nyabohanse. And because he's entertaining this, that is why his name is being brought up all the time. Because if he never wanted his name as a Christian, as he calls himself, he should not be here. But look at the way he behaved. Instead of bringing the community together, he's the one who is now dividing. You meet young boys. These are your sons. You don't talk to them like that. These are your sons. You have to show respect to them. Mogesi went down and greeted him as an old man and as a father. But what did he do? You know, a father, if you are grown up, when a child greets you, you don't refuse, because the behavior is like for like maybe as a teenager. He shouldn't have these grudges, because maybe this was the opportunity of him talking to Mogesi. Maybe the things which he's been having with Mogesi, of which he has been hearing, this was the chance he got at least to talk to Mogesi. Okay, after Mogesi greeted him, would have said, okay, and Kijana, I hear you saying this, and that, because that was the greatest opportunity. Maybe they would have solved 1, 2, 3, but now you are refusing to, maybe you don't reply to the greeting, and then you go to maybe starting saying, oh, you know me and this, we don't greet one another. A Christian, you have to forgive. What are you preaching in the church? You are preaching this and you're doing opposite, because if you say me and this person, we don't see an eye to an eye, we don't greet one another, that should not come from the mouth of a Christian, because you are there at least to let people know good things and bad things. If this boy maybe has wronged you, you feel now you have reached a limit, this is now was the best time to talk to him, let him know how you feel, how you want to be respected. But now you declining the maybe refuse to acknowledge the greeting, that was wrong. And then you start maybe telling the youngest. Can you imagine how Congrad dad went low trying to explain these things to Getangita? Getangita is like 10 years, 12 years. Look at now, Congrad dad is trying to tell Getangita how they have made Mogesi to be. This is not even someone of his age. This is a grandchild. He's trying now to tell things which now is affecting him with Mogesi. So I don't think that was the right thing, and that was not the right person to tell Getangita. Telling him the reasons why you don't talk to Mogesi. So I didn't like that part, and it wasn't good at all. So that was that. Congrats, that should behave himself. If they want to live in peace, there are things they should not, or he should not engage himself into. Because if you love something like that, they love YouTube. They expect a lot because they eat YouTube money, so they can never be immune to scrutiny. People will scrutiny them, and then we will be here. Like now, I'm sitting here in my corner. This is what I'm doing. They bring it, I bring it also out as it comes. So, and Gintu is saying tomorrow is the hearing of Kenge driver. 1st of November. So that is what is happening. And I think he's going everywhere to check, look for money to lure people. He want to bribe people who are on this case. And I don't want to talk about that issue, but according to Gintu, he's saying he's looking for money. People went to Gintu's home to maybe to try to talk to him if he can drop this case. And Gintu is not the one who took this case forward, it is the UNICEF. So it's like he's a desperate person. And the charges are not charges, they are not light charges. The charges can put him in jail for a long time. Because issues to do with the young girl is not something which can be condoned with the judge. So I think he's desperate and he's out there looking for money and looking for people to help him. I want to put that clip where Gintu is trying to narrate this, because it is a lot which he's trying to talk about, and we'll take it from there.
Young driver tomorrow is a hearing of the case again, the day 2. After a 2 week, he was just given a 2 week of remand and a bond of 100,000. And talk about somebody went there and got them the bond out. And for the real fact, what is ongoing right now is about he has just he was about to go and lure the officers who are in charge of the cases. And he has got one of my family members from my home, who was a former person of the government, a civil service. And right now they are maneuvering all around, and they went even to the children's home office in Migori County, and they went there and looked for the director of the children's office. They got her, and they talked about we want to make these things back camera and at a backwardness, to make sure that we are sorting these issues once and for all. But due to unconditional circumstances, those people are talking about we are not the people who are having that case. That case is being withheld with the UNICEF, and the person who is having that case is from the DCI and the headquarters of UNICEF in Nairobi. So today, that my family member person who is engaged with the Kenya driver right now, who is helping him to show that they're going to be getting that case out of the government. He was called yesterday, and he was told he's going to be summoned with the DCI at Sirari Post. So I think if it's not today, it's going to be tomorrow. I think it was today, very early in the morning, 8 in the morning, because he was trying to lure money so as that they can take this person outside. And the already information that are coming outside, this Kenge driver is rotating everywhere to make sure that he's asking people money, and he has been asking, and I'm just sympathizing. Why can't he ask Kenge? Because he's the one who was
So that is the thing which is happening now. You heard Gintu saying, Gintu has maybe a relative who comes from his home there, someone who was working with the government, and I think Mr. Kenge's driver is trying to lure him. You heard what he's trying to say. They went even to the children's office in Migori because they want to bribe. Bribing is a lot. People do it, but sometimes bribing can land you into problems because issues to do with court cases, issues to do with maybe minors like this one. When you try to bribe, you are bringing problems to yourself. So if he was innocent, I don't see the reason why he would panic like this, because he can stand on his ground and say, I never did this, I never did this. And by him going up and down, it's like now his lawyer has maybe advised him, you do ABCD. If you don't do, because I see this case as a weight, because anything to do with children molestation is something which it is taken seriously. It is not a light case. So I think also he knows that, even the lawyer knows that. And now they are doing it maybe to try and to bribe. You know, you can bribe and then you lose your money and you lose your freedom. So sometimes you have to check. This money I'm trying to get from here and there to a case which is ongoing, a case which is of weight like this. Because if UNICEF took that case there, no one else can help you unless you go to the UNICEF, which I know this is a body which cannot drop such kind of cases. So this Kenge driver has panicked, and he's now, like Gintu is asking, he's going around asking people for money for bribe, because he want to bribe people. And these government officials, they can just accept the bribe, but they will not do anything about it. Sometimes you go to these courts, if you maybe you've gone to the courts, you people out there, I know maybe one or two, one of you or two, you've gone to this court. There are those people, the lawyers who always stand there, they're just hanging there. They just play with your mind. So if you give me this, I will help you with this thing, I will help you with this case. And then they take your money and then disappear. It happens quite often here in Kenya. There are some lawyers who just hang out there during the hearing of cases. So when they see you, you panic. They will ask for money, or give me this, I will help you in that, I will help you, because you are in need. So you might think, oh, this one is talking, because you know they are trained, they know how to talk, they have that sweet talk, they will sweet talk you. And if you are not careful, you will lose your freedom, and you will lose the money which you just borrowed, because you will give them thinking they are going to help you. Because when the case is inside there, as you assume now you want to bribe, would you bribe someone who is out? If someone to be bribed, maybe judge, which I know you can never bribe the judge, but you are bribing someone who is not handling the case. So even the Kenge driver should be very careful who is maybe telling him, I will help you, did this and that. So he should just go to the court tomorrow and hear what is happening. If it is the case will be dropped, it will be dropped. If there is maybe case to answer, He will answer, because if he did it, he should go for it, because these are the people who are destroying children's lives, and then they go on with their lives as usual. So I have no pity about him at all, because as Gintu goes ahead, there's a lot which he has talked about, the same things, how he's luring, he want to bribe, he want to do this. But tomorrow we'll be there, we will hear what is happening. Gintu is saying he'll go there and bring it live. He will bring it to us live, which we are waiting. In the meantime, we have a lot. And he's talking about this, a lady, Irene Ward. Remember where Jamaican uncle bought the land, the family who is there. And here, this is my opinion. Sometimes, when you're a reactor, that is what I feel. Sometimes I feel like when you've sold your land, when you've sold your land, you cannot go back and reverse and say, now I've changed my mind. What if that time you sold your land and then someone comes and build immediately? What will happen? So I don't think this case, whether they are bringing it out here, to me, I don't see it's like something which these people should dwell on, because when they sold their plot, they went and bought a plot somewhere else. This is I say that family where Jamaican uncle bought the land, or maybe the land which he was gifted, where Conrad's dad bought the land. So these people sold this land. They sold it, and then they went and bought land somewhere else. And now, after staying there, they are seeing things are not okay there, because they are saying that it is a place full of thieves. It is not a conducive place. It's now when they are regretting, now they want to come back where they sold. So I've never heard of that in my life, because once a deal is done. So that one I cannot say, oh, they should stay there or they should not stay there. Depends with whom they sold the land to. If he's lenient, if you want to help them, it's a matter of helping, but not forcing him, because they sold it willingly. Okay, they know these people, they like land and they grab land. But the moment you put yourself in their hand and then you sell land to them and then you go away, they are saying they never sold it to Condad. They're saying they sold it to another person who sold it now to Condad. So you see, this land, this land has passed through to three. Let me just say three. The first owner, who are now claiming it, sold it to another person. That other person sold it to Condad. So it is not easy for these people who are saying they are the real owners to have it now. It is gone. This is something which is gone, and it should just left to rest because they sold it. And if they want it back, maybe by God's grace, Jamaican uncle is the one who should give them, maybe like a charity to them. But Condad will not let them have it, because already he bought it from another person. They never exchanged hands with Condad. Condad exchanged hands with another person. So here, they cannot even blame Condad, because Condad never dealt with them, never exchange hands with them. So I see that like maybe sometimes they bring issues which have no weight. Like that is how I feel. That issue of land, the Irene, whatever, the people who are, okay, there are many, they are saying there are like 17 people in our family. They knew that before they sold this land. They knew there are people who need this land, but they went ahead. Yeah? They knew exactly these people, one day they might, because it's like they were vacating from this area. So they sold land to go to another area. So after selling it, went to that place, found that that place is not a good place to stay. Now they want to come back. It can never happen anywhere. So at that one, I disagree with them. I disagree. It doesn't matter whether Congress mom is a land grabber, but still, you cannot sell land, then you come back. You want to repay the amount you maybe you were given, or yeah. So that is that. It's like now you go to a shop, you buy a cloth, a dress. Now after buying a dress, that dress, no, you sell a dress, and then that dress is sold to another person. Then me, like now, the first person who sold, now I go to another, that the other person who has been sold. Please, I want my dress back, because I've decided this is the dress which fits me well, so I can refund you the money which. So that one, to me, that is my opinion. You might have your different opinion, but to me, that one, I don't find it as something which should be even talked about. Should be left to rest. These people, they can start their life somewhere else or look for a land again in Yabuhanse, and then they settle there. But theirs is gone. That is gone. So my people, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for always being here for me. Pray for me so that my AdSense, it's giving me a lot of, you see, pressure. But I don't want to have that pressure. I have my God, I have you, my family. So I know it will work. It is a bit frustrating, but it will work because all the videos now, I will not get paid because they are not monetized. So anyway, in all, everything's gonna be alright. So put me in your prayers as I pray for you. Also this side, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, share the video, and see you again in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you and God bless you.